to be a restream. So, hi, welcome. I'm so glad you're here a little bit early. Um, thank you. Let's see. Admit the waiting room is on. I'm going to turn that off. Let's see. Get set here. Hi. This yeah, this
Hey.
is streaming now, just so you know. Crystal.
Hello.
Um, so if you don't want to be on screen, you can drop out and just watch through one of the platforms because it is now streaming for more eyeballs. Let's turn this off. How have you been?
Um, Honestly, hectic, but good. Um, I've got, remember how when we met in Rattled Awake 3,
Yeah.
I said that I was going to do a solo and that I even had the thought of doing an anthology?
Uh-huh.
December 21st, the
Yeah.
anthology,
That's very exciting.
and a lot of work. I have so much respect for Lonnie and Nick and
Right?
even even Dr. Constance and Susanna for doing what they do. Um, because it's one thing for me to edit my own chapter, you know, and to even help, others. But having these amazing people have me share their stories of healing and overcoming is very daunting because I want to do it right.
Yeah.
And it's not just a typical survivor anthology. I'm covering all the bases. Um, the first part of the book is about childhood domestic abuse, whether you witnessed it or you were abused, and making the conscious choice to break the cycle. Second part, traditional. And the third part is the angels' stories finally heard with their lessons learned.
Wow. And it's coming out on the 21st.
Yep.
That's your target.
Oh no, it will.
Okay. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Definitely something to look forward to.
I
Quite a
mean,
month ahead of you, huh?
um, yeah, especially because I'm partially ghostwriting one chapter and fully ghostwriting another. Because the one that I'm fully ghostwriting, um, she's transitioning and she's also autistic. She has a hard time with like typing and writing. And her story needs to be told, period. She became his wife became abusive when he finally embraced who he was. She, not him. And even convinced the courts that she was the one being abused and everything when she, I've literally seen documentation of her trying to have people hurt my friend.
Tough.
Yeah,
Remember, this is live broadcast, so
sorry.
don't share anything that shouldn't be shared.
Oh,
Um, yeah, just
I'm
yeah,
it's going to be one of the chapters in the
it's
book.
going to be intense, huh?
It's going to be intense, but it's also all about the healing.
Yeah.
Everybody's story has a positive
Uh-huh.
ending, how they made the choice. Even the angel stories have an uplifting message of hope, you know? So it'll be good. And I will tell you, your chimes and stuff still do catch me at the right times.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The
So
little
I do,
Wendyisms.
Yes, I do really appreciate you. I had honestly jumped in just because I saw you were live and I wanted to say hi and I
Thank
missed
you.
you and happy holidays,
Thank
honestly.
you. I appreciate it. You know how lonely it can get doing this um,
Yes.
a lot of times. And it's always wonderful to see comments. And especially, you used to remember, I used to go live at this time on Fridays for Friday social
Yes, I remember.
and you were live on a few of those. For those of you that don't know, you can find those on YouTube at Taming Your Tension. You can go back and see the early episodes with Trevor and Jamie when we really just dove in and created something. So those were some good times. But it's a nice time because it's midday in Australia, midday Saturday in Australia, and UK might be mostly asleep or coming home from the pub, depending on their lifestyle. But this is a pretty good time to get that Friday, Saturday crowd. And I just decided to do a restream with this instead of only a Zoom so that more people could see this. So it'll be a little more webinar-y than workshop, but that's the way we roll. We roll with it to get it out there. I've got some special offers. I won't be able to do the wheel of names for the giveaway. I guess if you DM me your names, I'll run it through the next 24 hours and I'll do it tomorrow evening. I'll do the giveaway that way. So I'll make some posts and I'll just collect anyone that DMs me their name, and then I'll do a giveaway that way. Uh, Figure it out, roll with it, right?
I'm sharing your channel on my channel.
Awesome.
Because I've got a really good mental health community on YouTube that we're building, and I actually would like to introduce you to what we're calling the village. We're building a whole mental health community worldwide on YouTube.
Awesome. Then I would love to introduce you to bringing that to the platform school with a K, Skool. I'm going to be kicking off a whole new YouTube channel to support my work there, but you'll learn a little bit more about that here. What's the name of your channel over there,
My channel?
or where this is happening? Is
Well,
it set up yet?
I'm tagging a bunch of channels right now on
Okay,
the
awesome.
um oh, um,
Awesome awesome.
yeah, I mean the village that I'm talking about has helped me grow to 350 subscribers in the
Nice,
last 4 months.
nice.
So
Very nice, very
a
nice. Yeah, I'm
great
going to be launching.
group of woo-woo people.
Woo woo people.
Yeah.
And that's who I'm specializing in helping set up on school is
And
service based.
you should actually see the fact that I shared shared the live and the channels that I shared it to.
Awesome.
Because we are all about, like, if you go to our lives, we will share your channel for you and get subscribers. That's how we participate in everybody's lives, and that's how we get everybody, we get our channels out, all of it. I mean, heck, a couple of the channels bought Speechless. All
Cool. Well,
because they
thank you
came to
so
my
much for
live.
that. I'm going to go ahead and get
Yes. I
on
love
track with this. This is really kind of discombobulating for me because I'm used to going through Restream with different controls, but because I had this set up as a Zoom and then I
yeah.
decided to go through Restream, I don't have my controls and it's all like discombobulating. But I'm just going to plow through it. And thank you so much for sharing. I'll be doing some pop-ups tomorrow too, and I'm definitely going to be looking for your anthology. That's very exciting stuff. Thank you so much for coming.
Absolutely. I love you. I am actually going to jump out because I've got some writing to do before Matt gets home, but I saw you live and I saw the Zoom link and I was like, I haven't talked to Wendy in so long. I have to say hi and support and show love.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
And I
And
will be in the comments on your YouTube channel now.
awesome. Awesome. So
All right.
thank you. Thank you. Have a
Bye.
wonderful day. On with the show. Let's go. I just minimized the little face things here. Oh no, I have a delay in the background somewhere. I have to go get rid of that. Let's see. Probably this. Um, was that it? Did that take care of it? Am I still here? We'll see, won't we? Oh boy, it's all fun and games, huh? All fun and games. Awesome. I did it. I don't know if there was that feedback during the entire beginning or not, but if so, apologies. All right. It still sounds like it. Okay, there we go. Hi. Let's get this party started. We're almost 10 minutes in. That was a nice little interlude. Hi, Harvey. Thanks for joining on LinkedIn. If you're still around, thank you so much for popping by. This was going to be a Zoom workshop, but I just decided to go ahead and restream it out to the various channels, YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook, and I'm still hearing some feedback. I guess it's these headsets. Yeah. Discombobulated, as I was saying, because it's not my usual live streaming thing. But I'm just going to plow through this as a kind of presentation workshop thing for you to get some fabulous tips and terrific tension taming practices that will serve you well for the holidays, for the stress of any days, all the time, boosting your energy by soothing your stress, taming your tension, stop stress, tension, overwhelm, pain, get wise, revitalize. Here we go. Yay for infinite energy, right? People are always saying that they just wish they could bottle up my energy. They love my energy. And I'm like, well, why go to all the trouble of bottling it up when you could just work with me and learn to create it yourself? Those terrific tips for boosting your energy when it starts to wane. There's simple practices such as bouncing up and down and little wiggles. Movement literally refreshes your system. So, of course, avoiding sugar and other certain practices can help you have that infinite energy by not depleting it. So there's preventative practices and restorative practices, and that's pretty true in life, isn't it? So life. Speaking of which, it is an adventure, isn't it? And as we know, adventures, they're not always pretty or pleasant. So think about for a moment. Let's just tune in with a nice breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Stimulates the relaxation response, and kind of smile and think about some joyful moments on your journey, this thing called life. Yeah, tap into that feeling of those joyful moments so that when you think about some of the rough stuff you've been through, you're still feeling these joyful moments, right? And you can reflect without getting too hung up or caught up in the emotions that were attached to that. And this is a wonderful tool to generate that joy and tap into that joy when the going does get tough. So learning to appreciate the resilience that you have already demonstrated and boost that capacity for adaptation so that you learn to read the tides and ride the waves and get dumped a little less, right? We want to avoid as much as possible the swarms of mosquitoes and the sticky, mucky yuck that we might fall in on this adventure that is life. Not always pretty, not always pleasant, but boy, isn't it interesting. So, how do you feel about where you're going, where you've been, where you're headed, how you are traversing right now? What path are you on? Is it the path of getting older? It's just my age. I'm getting older. That's just life. Or are you choosing to be aging well, enjoying activity, recognizing the resilience that you have, honoring the struggle, practicing playful curiosity and joy on the journey? It's your choice. And it's high time that we cut the crap, stop normalizing the stress, the tension, the overwhelm, the pain. We get into this like, oh, you're just getting older. It's just some arthritis. And the doctors reinforce this, unfortunately. They're like, oh, yeah, you're just getting older and it's just some arthritis. But the fact of the matter is, it's not just getting older and it's not just arthritis. It's the accumulating tension patterns and stress from the choices you're making along the journey. And the wonderful thing is you can choose to change those choices. You're incredibly adaptive being that's resilient. And if we cut the crap of normalizing, oh yeah, that's just the way life is. Right? You just gain some weight when you get older. Your brain gets foggy, and that's just life. It doesn't have to be that way. It's nonsense. It's a choice to believe that. And I know because I used to believe it too. I'm Wendy S. Wiseman. For those of you that don't know, I'm Wendy S. Wiseman, Wendy of Wiseman Integrative. I am a neuromuscular myofascial therapist and MT. That's more than just trigger points or massage or movement or personal training or corrective exercise or behavior change or health coaching for eating and mindset and physical activity. It's all of those things. I'm a human movement specialist and essentially a health catalyst. Most of all, a moving motivator. And yes, a bit of a goofy guide. If you've been around my world, you know that. And it's more fun when you're having fun, when you enjoy what you're doing. So, as I was saying, though, I know about normalizing that deterioration and buying into the messaging that we are fed because I was falling apart in my 40s. That's right. I was classified as obese, over 200 pounds on this frame that's made for about 145, 150, depending on the muscle ratio. Muscle weighs more than fat. So it's not always about the number, it's about the body composition and where the fat is and what kind of fat. There's a lot more to the mixology of it. It's just not quite as simple as that number on the scale. So I was walking with a cane, people, in my 40s, and my knee would give out. I almost broke a toilet once trying to get up. It was not fun having insomnia from the chronic pain, restrictions in my ability to turn my head and my neck. Some of you might be able to identify with that. I had to sleep with a couple of pillows under my head because it couldn't quite lay back. It restored that capacity in my neck and released the tension. There were motor vehicle accidents in my past that I never really had proper aftercare for. And you might feel like you're fine from things like that, but it gets locked into your body, these guarding patterns that then the brain will shut off the signals and you're left with this kind of like unhelpful tension pattern that thinks it's protecting you until you work with someone or you adapt some movement practices to start to unwind that. And I realized that I was on the path to some real nasty disease and beyond the discomfort I was already experiencing. So I decided to change. I committed to being happier and healthier every year up to 50 and after, and now I'm in the 55 plus category. Yep, I'm up there, but it's not just my age. I'm happier and healthier than I have been for decades. And I'm on the path to master some physical skills and abilities that I've never been able to do in my entire life by the time I'm 65. So You got to have those goals, right? Not quite American Ninja, but not necessarily so far off from that or parkour. Um, that's because I adopted playful practices. I tried going to the gym because I had liked the gym in younger years, but it didn't work with the insomnia, the noise, the lights, the sounds, the smells. It was all just too much. It created anxiety and discomfort. So it's not for everybody. But the great news is there's plenty of other ways to get your movement in, and you don't need external things. That's what I'm here to help people discover, because the gym wasn't for me. One burpee almost killed me. My heart was pounding. I'm like, okay, this isn't going to work. The cookie cutter workouts from online and apps, they weren't working for me. So I had to find a way to ease back into movement and motion and restore some of my abilities so that I could walk better, so that I would walk more. And I remember the moment I was on the trail at lunch, I would go to the park, to the river on my lunch breaks, and I would walk. And there was one day when I suddenly found myself jogging, and I was like, whoa, look at that. It was like, they call it wogging when you do the walk jog kind of thing. But here I am, the chronic pain. I chose to be a paratransit bus driver because I was too depressed to do the body work in that close capacity with other people, those energetic fields coming together. And I knew a cubicle would make me even more depressed, more prone to depression. So I took an active position where I was actually helping other people, and I could literally move through the depression and the physical deterioration and see that life could be so much more challenging, that my life wasn't so bad, that I could move through, that I could make it happen. And the bus was also a good place to practice mindfulness skills and really unlock a lot of that heavy depression that had brought me to this state I was in. And now we're getting close to 2025. Can you believe it? It's insane. The progress I've made over the last decade, from being a stagnant poison puddle, that is the disease state, right? They talk about how sitting is the new smoking. It's not sitting. Primitive and ancient cultures have sit for hours and hours on the ground with the earth energy, balancing and exchanging. We're bioelectric beings, more on that later. But they're also constantly making subtle adjustments to how they're sitting, and there's deep flexion in the ankles, the knees, the hips, and the spine is fluid and moving with the constant positional changes. They're not sitting like lumps on a couch or Zoom zombies like this with horrible position and just kind of like inactive. Woo, that doesn't even feel good. I choose the fresh bubbling spring effect. That's right. Yay, arms up to the sky in your great big Y. Movement keeps things fresh. It's the fresh maker, refresher, refreshing. Which one are you choosing? How are you sitting right now? Is it leading you towards more dismay or yay? And you'll find just from listening to me here now that you will have a little bit more awareness in how you're sitting, how you're moving through. And that is the key to unlocking the change. Here is the journey, the 3 simple steps. We've started. Just by listening to me, you've changed your state. Seeds are being planted. That's the wise start on this journey to help you break free with awareness and attention that gets you set for success. And then, of course, activating that attention. It's like taking aim at a target and then releasing yourself or the javelin or the dart or whatever it is towards the target. You take action, right? Nothing changes. You can sit there and be aware all day, but nothing's going to change if you don't do something. You have to dream it, decide it, and then do it. And then once you get going strong, how do you keep going? That's a big question for a lot of people, especially as we come towards that time of New Year's resolutions where most people, if they start at all, fall off track in the first 2 to 6 weeks. So restoring the resilience that is innate in us so that you can course correct as you go, so that you can, as I said, read the tides and ride the waves more effectively without getting toppled so much. And if you do get toppled, you can recover more efficiently and more effectively for enjoying wise success. And this is how you get that infinite energy, by breaking free and restoring that resilience so that you have that flow as you go. And that's where the infinite energy comes from, right? The tides, the ebb and the flow, and there you go. That's how you keep it fresh so that it doesn't get in that sticky, stuck, stagnant place. As I was saying, step one is break free. Awareness is wonderful, but without focusing that awareness with attention, again, you're not really going to get anywhere. I'm aware that I'm in a room. Okay, I'm aware that I might want to leave the room. So I'd better direct my attention to finding the door. And that's the next step to moving ahead, moving forward, moving through. So take a moment to once again think about that journey, the life journey that you've been on. Part of this phase is because the wise revitalized programming is all personalized programming. We have these frameworks and these structures and these systems in the wise life formula. But at the end of the day, one of the biggest reasons so many of us, myself included, are not getting the results from all the healthy lifestyle things that we try is the way we go about it. The fact that we're trying those cookie cutter protocols. We're trying to fit ourselves into somebody else's exercises. It's like wearing somebody else's shoes or somebody else's clothes, sleeping in somebody else's bed that has that, dent worn in, and it just doesn't fit you right. So finding that magic mixology that fits you and your life and the way you want to move through, that's key. So when you look back and think about the things you've tried and the things that have worked and the things that haven't worked and the things that you've enjoyed and the things that you've not liked. I mean, if you go to the gym and you hate going to the gym, then you might get a little bit of benefit from it, but it's not going to be the optimal activity for you, right? There are other ways. We're in a sea of information anymore. There's so many different options. And unfortunately, it can be overwhelming and then lead to inactivity. But when you bring your awareness into focus and start to sift and scan to find the roots, or maybe even the rot that is the limitation that's been holding you back, sometimes it's subconscious. I have breakthrough coaching that I do. This work is a blend. It's not just talk therapy, cognitive behavioral, blah, blah. It's not just fitness, exercise, blah, blah. It's not meal planning and diet and detox. It might involve any or all of those, but it all depends on the individual. So scanning and examining your choices, what you're doing now that's working and not working, what you enjoy and what you don't enjoy, what's not fitting in your ideal life, and help you design your dream life and actually start living into that life, right? Reveal the roots, seek the source, remove the limitations, and get set for success. Part of that is training yourself to do this scanning, having this awareness that it's more attending to yourself, being in what you do, being in what you're doing as you move through. That's why every day on the Taming Your Tension Today episodes, I remind us, myself, and everyone else about the 3 keys to reset anywhere, anytime. I'm all about practices that don't require other things. There's plenty of those out there, but the world is, we're over inundated with those because they want you to buy them and spend your money, but you have everything you need within you. So I specialize in helping you tune into that to maximize your own personal efficiency. And then you can further amplify your success with those other things, but you don't need them, right? So this is a super simple 3 key reset for anywhere, anytime. And the more you practice it, the more resilient you are when the shit hits the fan, when the trying times try to topple you over, drag you down, right? Tear you apart, right? So just practicing these 3 keys: breathe, smile, and enjoy. I talked about that, generating the joy, a few minutes ago when we were talking about that life adventure journey. It's a powerful tool. Yesterday was Thanksgiving. Everybody's thankful and gratitude. And the thing is, these are practices for all the time, every day, not just one day a year. Training yourself to tune in and reset, dispel the darkness, the doubts, the desperation with joy and gratitude. It literally, all 3 of these reset your state. Breathing refreshes and renews. It removes waste and brings in fresh oxygen so that the delivery system can take the nutrients to the cells and then flush out more waste. It literally refreshes. Smiling stimulates the release of positive, feel good hormones and endorphins, and it creates a physiological change in your bodily being. And generating that joy, you can light, summon it, and just fan the flames. And you can just literally get yourself out of any funk. Movement helps. That's really pumping it up, literally fanning the flames. So if you find something you can anchor to, like I can always think of Max's face when I come home, that effervescent, enthusiastic joy, unbridled, explosive joy that he has, even if I only went to the mailbox, right? If you've lived with a dog, you know what I mean. So maybe for you, it's a child. Maybe it's a loved one that's long gone. Maybe it's a vacation memory. Whatever it is that you can just have a couple of really key, powerful, joy-generating anchors for those times when it is really tough. And again, the more you practice, the quicker and easier it becomes to reset like this. It can be quick. You can do it anywhere, anytime, and nobody has to know you're doing it. You can also make it a longer practice, a much more meditative, restorative. Right? There's all kinds of different breath work patterns, box breathing, lion's breath, counts, this, that, and the other. You can find the wealth of information online or with a breath work practitioner of your choice or with me. But this is how you get set for success, right? This is the attention phase of the Wise Life formula that helps you break through. That was a combination of the words through and free. It's a little late for me to be doing a presentation like this, but here we go. Number 2, activate the change, right? If you're going to use your car, you have to like unlock the door, get in, you have to put the key in the ignition, and you have to turn the key to start the engine, all before you can go anywhere, right? And that's kind of a lot of the preparation, getting set, taking aim, planning the trip, the journey, and then you start going, you take those first steps. You activate the changes that you decided you want to integrate into your life, your living, your well-being. And it's all about tiny, consistent, persistent patterns. You're reprogramming your operating system. This is how we achieve infinite, effortless energy, by reprogramming your operating system. A lot of times that the reason you don't have that energy, you're worn out, you're full of too much information, you've been scanning, you've been not getting fuel, you're filling yourself instead of fueling yourself with food. You're around so much toxicity in the environment with inside your brain and inside your body and all around you. And it's the same as when your computer shuts down and you get that blue screen of death. I can't take it anymore. You have to reboot. And sometimes you have to reinstall the operating system so that it functions more efficiently, right? Sometimes you have to delete some of the apps from your phone or upgrade them so that it operates more efficiently. You have to activate the changes to optimize the system. And again, this is how we achieve that infinite, effortless energy, is by optimizing the system, unlocking your full potential by preparing for and intentionally activating the change that you seek. You become the change that you seek. Yeah. And you have to start. that's how you begin. You're not going to get anywhere if you don't start. And like I was talking about, you're training yourself every minute of every day, not just at the gym, not just at the class, not just on the yoga mat or meditation cushion or in the training session. What you're every minute of every day, your body is learning about how to best support your survival as you move through this ultimate adventure, this thing called life. So you want to be more aware and attentive to how you are training your body to be. Yes, this takes a bit of work. You didn't learn to use this device by reading a book or just thinking about it. You didn't learn to swim or ride a bike or drive a car by reading a book, taking a course, or just thinking about it. You had to do it. And you sucked at first, probably. You probably don't remember when you were learning to sit up without falling over, to crawl, to stand, to walk, and you fell down a lot of times. You really sucked at it until you got better. And some people still aren't so coordinated with it, right? So give yourself some grace. It's not a race. This is a long-term, lifelong journey of optimizing your efficiency and living well, becoming a better you, breaking through. That's right. So you can fire up your muscles not just by going to the gym. And a lot of times the way people go to the gym or run or work out is actually creating some very imbalanced tension patterns because of the lack of attention to how you're doing what you're doing. I'm sure you've seen those people. There's some hilarious viral memes out there of people running, walking, working out in very ridiculous fashions. And I'm not talking about clothes. I'm talking about the movement patterning. But it can be really dangerous. I work with clients who are literally grinding their joints down by working out inefficiently, reinforcing. We call it training the dysfunction. Let me say that again. Training the dysfunction. So think about it in your life. Maybe you're slouching right now on a couch or in a bed or in a chair. Maybe you're standing in a astounding. That's like a standing slouch combination of words. Think about where in your life you're training the dysfunction, right? You're reinforcing the patterns of behavior that do not serve the you want to be. You're reinforcing the patterns that do not serve the you want to be. So we want to disrupt that pattern. right? And a great way to do that, and also a great way to relieve stress, stop the accumulation of tension, ease overwhelm, and boost energy is with little micro moves like wiggles. And you can gamify this, you can turn it into a game and get to the point where you can be doing your micro moves and people don't even know what you're doing. These subtle little bend and flex and squeeze and release of muscles, with creating little waves in your body. There's a pelvic bowl. You can think about your pelvis as a bowl of water, and you can start to try to roll the water around without letting it spill out. So it's slowing down. And what that's doing is not only disrupting the accumulation, the constriction, the restriction of your tissues and your muscles, it's opening that, flushing water through to remove waste, to keep it soft and supple, and also providing feedback for your brain to know where you are in space and what might need a little bit of work, because your body's incredible at healing. If you don't get in the way or overwhelm it so it shuts off the signals and forgets that you shouldn't really be standing like this, right? So I also alluded to food as fuel instead of filler. Simple little tricks to fire up your metabolism. And a really easy way to do that is to eat real food instead of a bunch of junk. Read the ingredient label. I've got all kinds of great tips on this. They're all over the internet, but stop snacking and grazing. Yesterday, I went through the whole Wise Choices course. You can catch the replay, and I will be creating that into a published book soon. So you will be able to see that. But using food as fuel instead of just filler. Are you emotional eating? Is the food you're eating actually firing up your metabolism, or is it creating a more sluggish state, that stagnant poison puddle, which again is going to suffocate your energy? If you keep it fresh, keep it real, cut the crap, and you're gonna have more energy. Yes, food as fuel. And I've been talking about this all the way through, the mindfulness in motion, the awareness of being in what you're doing. Mindfulness meditation is great. Meditation practices are wonderful. Yoga is great, but let's talk about, massage is great, but let's talk about bringing the things off the table, off the mat, and into real life. Being the change you seek could be as simple as just being more aware of being. Yeah, so I've said it several times. Are you ready? Start creating the change you seek. Let's get going. Whee! And restoring the resilience and the adaptation is something I'm doing right now, just automatically, that twist, because my body asked for it, right? These are some skills. Again, practicing them helps you keep going. Rest and recovery are key for moving through life well, with wellness, well-being. Reframing those automatic negative thoughts and thinking, learning to flip the lens. Like if you've been at the eye doctor and they're like, is this more clear? Is this more clear? Is this really true? Am I making this up? Oh, that's a thought that is intended to support me, but it's no longer necessary. Thank you very much. Right? Learning some of these practices to help you not get bogged down, hung up, to have that adaptable resilience as you move through. Again, the gratitude, the thanks, the appreciation, the joy, we talked about that, the curiosity, the exploration, the play, and just preparing for overcoming the obstacles, because the obstacles are going to be there. Those of us in the States may have encountered them yesterday with lots of food and family. Family can be very trying, it can be supportive. It can also create suffering, right? The food can be supportive. It can also create suffering. Stuffing yourself. There we go. See? Breathe, smile, and joy. Did you catch me practicing those three keys to reset anywhere, anytime? The more you practice, the more you're able to course correct as you go on your journey. This is about getting better at the skills of driving yourself through life without driving yourself into the ground, right? So that you may enjoy sustainable success that fits your ideal lifestyle so that you can keep going with more joy, fun, loving freedom. Yes, here is the Wise Life formula for fun, loving freedom. The foundations of move, meal, and mind, not diet and exercise and mindset. You see the difference, how they feel different? Movement, meals, and minding your life versus diet and exercise and mindset. Yeah, of course, the way I'm saying it does have an influence on how it sounds. But here's the formula: move, meal, and mind plus attention, activation, adaptation equals happier, healthier humans. Whee! With wise longevity, that infinite, effortless energy by making wise choices in how you live your life. Yes? Are you letting yourself get worn down and run out? Are the choices you're making reinforcing that pattern, or are they reinforcing resilience? I'm here to help you, but you've got to make your choice. Do you want to be one of the frustrated, feel old folks with that funk of the I'm so old? I'm sure you've been around some like that. They're not much fun, are they? Oh, my life is such a mess. I'm so full of my bad back. Oh, my knee just won't let me do that. There's always a way to find some fun in your body being in this thing called life, no matter what the perceived or actual limitations and restrictions are. That's right. You can choose to be a happier, healthier human no matter what you're going through. It's a decision, it's a choice, it's a decision. And I am here to help you. Woo, look at this. No excuses. Cut the crap. The Wise Refresh Reset. These are the Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, commercial crap I usually don't participate in, but I am doing this time because, well, I've got bills to pay. I could not afford to go opt outside because I am here to serve you these super special opportunities to save thousands of dollars by boosting your well-being and learning to generate infinite energy. Longevity, vitality. Right? So even if you do end up in an assisted living facility, you still have that special spice. I'm sure you've been around folks like that. They're like in their 90s and they've got so much energy and so much joy. And then you're around somebody in their 20s and they're just like half dead already. That doesn't make sense, does it? So these are the three super specials that I will raffle off. I'll take some names and you just send me your name for the giveaway. I'm going to spin the wheel tomorrow evening at 6 p.m., 24 hours from the onset of this suddenly became a Restream Live broadcast thing. So that's 24 hours that you have to get in and get one of these. If you go ahead and buy it to make sure that you get it and you win the raffle, I will refund your money. That's right. Now, if only 3 people and submit their names, then there's going to be 3 winners, and you're going to get either the No Excuses, which is the 12 sessions of the Wise Revitalize in the full year program, the 12-week programming, personalized programming, along with 6 months of follow-up coaching, mentoring, support, to really help you solidify integrating those changes. That's going to be a 10K basically. It's Sunday, it's going up to $49.99. That's $4,999. In January, it's going to be $9,999 for this program. So there's really no excuses unless you choose them. So why not choose to cut the crap? And here you can get just the Wise Revitalized 12 sessions, and you can choose to use them in a 90-day series or once a month coaching. Right? I'm working with people in a lot of different ways. People are like, there's so many things. No, there's one thing, and that is personalized programming with Wise Revitalize. There are different levels of access. You might want to consider these tiers, but they're not different programs. It's all the same thing. It's all Wise Revitalize. It's all about finding out how you can create the healthy happiness you desire in your life. Get unstuck. Free yourself from the funk. Break the tethers of these limitations that have been holding you back for so long, and soar into streamlined success so that you can have that dream life that you want and you can enjoy being in this thing called life. Instead of constantly surviving, you can finally be thriving. So these are all the same programming, personalized programming around the Wise Life formula, formulated for your individual needs. These are just different levels of intensity and access to me, right? So as a super special for this, I have the Wise Refresh Reset, which is 3 30-minute reset sessions. Let me tell you about those. I had a client that saw me for motor vehicle accident whiplash and then had stopped because the insurance sessions had run out. And then there was, during lockdown, her doctors had put her on pain pills because she had pain shooting down her neck and her arm, and she couldn't use her hands anymore because the stress tension had built up and reactivated a lot of that blockage. But she remembered that I did online coaching with people, movement as massage, or helping them find this relief, reset. Yeah. And in 3 sessions of a 4-session package, she was off the pain pills and had full use of her hands back and was able to use her keyboard again. We unlocked it in 2 sessions and freed it up fully in 3. So just hop on a call with me and see how easy it can be. It could probably be super simple, but not so easy at first. It wasn't easy learning to use these devices at first, kind of a headache. Still not easy sometimes. Exhibit how early I showed up today. But yeah, you can scan these, or you can go to 2025 wisewithwendy.com, crap, wisewithwendy.com, or refresh wisewithwendy.com. And you can also get on the waitlist.wisewithwendy.com. And if you go to wisewithwendy.com, it will take you to the school community where you can get more free training and a free one-to-one session with me. It all starts by booking a quick connect call. No matter if you buy one of those, because there's limited availability, folks. There's only so much of me to go around. So if you're on the fence, you might want to just go ahead and buy it. And then if it's not right for you, I'll refund it. There's no risk involved in, once we get on the onboarding call, if it's not a right fit, I'll refund your money. Now it's a little different once you start. You have to do the work. I can't guarantee that you're going to get the results if you don't do the work, right? So there are certain parameters for refunds after the onboarding call. But if you buy it, you're not locked into it until after we have our onboarding call. And then I'll go over all of that and make sure it's a right fit for you. Because if it's not a right fit, I'm not going to be taking your money. I'm going to be giving it back. Okay. And I'm probably going to be suggesting some other professionals that might better fit you. Because I have a vast pool, a vast network of other fabulous folks that might be right for you and what you're going through. I'm not right for everybody. If you're still here, well, you're probably a better bet that I'm right for you. Um, yes, that goofy guide, there's that personality comes with the practice thing. So book your connection call at connect.wisewithwendy.com. Come on in and see the building in progress. Pain-free.wisewithwendy, the Wise Vitality Boost community, pain-free performance, sustainable success, and fun-loving freedom. There's also a school where I can help you set up your own school to make some money on the side or as a core part of your business. If you're interested in optimizing your health and maximizing your wealth, let me know. Let's talk. Meanwhile, you can also go to, can you guess, workbook.wisewithwendy.com. That'll take you to the Canva link that you can also get if you scan this. And that is your special gift from me. It's a little workbook. It's got some habit trackers, some body scan exercise, a mindfulness exercise, some reframing exercises. And it is a live Canva document, which means I will be adding more pages to that as we go along. So there you have it. Pain relief for busy bodies. I am starting a Trigger Point Academy as well. I am a pain relief specialist. I do have pain solution mobility programs for neck, back, shoulder, knee, and general mobility. If you're interested just in that, I have 21-day programs. Yes, 21-day follow along video programs by my mentor, Rustin. They're very clear, cueing and visual, easy to follow along. And then you have me to help adapt them to you and to make sure you keep moving through as your coach, your mentor, your guide. So again, if you have any questions, there it is, connect.wisewithwendy.com and get on the wait list. Tell your friends, your family, share these links, share this tile, share these specials, because they're going to be gone in a while, in about 24 hours, actually. So those specials are super, super special. I'm just going to go ahead and go back a few screens to, there they are. No excuses, cut the crap, get your Wise Refresh Reset. That's 3 gateways to come in and work with me. So many more. It costs absolutely nothing to join school. SKOOL, free. Come on in, it's free. Come see. And there are tons of incredible communities there. Pain is a pain in the ass. That's right. Pain is a pain in the neck, the back, the ass, the wallet. That's right. So skip it with one of these fabulous programs. All right, folks, that's it. That's been about an hour that I have been on here. I am going to go relax now. If you have any questions, please let me know. I love connecting with folks. I'm probably going to do this live again tomorrow. And then if you want in on the raffle, the giveaway, then you better DM me, direct message me. The best place to do that is school, SKOOL, school. My profile is at wise, school.com, at wise, WISE. You can also get there at tamingyourtension.com. I think that's redirecting to school now too, while I fix my website. Yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. I love talking to folks, and looks like that wasn't recording. Good thing Fathom is. And good thing I put it live, so it's on the platforms. But there you have it. Those are the 3 simple steps to generate infinite energy. Who doesn't want to have effortless health and effortless energy for fun-loving freedom? I would much rather be the fresh, bubbling spring than the stagnant poison puddle. How about you? It's up to you. So whatever you do, wherever you are, always choose to make it a great day the wise way. And watch for me popping up around here with more terrific tips, more of these presentations, and some more workshops coming. Oh, there is a boost, a 5-day boost challenge coming in December, the 9th through 13th. So that is part of the package. If you get the no excuses No excuses. You get it all. Total health reset. So that is an unbelievable opportunity to really create some lasting change in your life. You might be interested and you're worried about the money, there's a pay in four option, and we can also work something out. So don't disqualify yourself. There's referral credits, there's scholarship opportunities, there's work exchange, there's a lot of different ways that we can make it happen. Don't disqualify yourself. Cut the crap. No excuses. Make it a great day, night, afternoon, morning, whatever, all the moments of your life the wise way. And I'll see you soon. Thank you.